Get ready for spine-tingling dread as we dive into 10 creepy true horror stories. In the dark corners of our world, truth is often more terrifying than fiction. Subscribe now and join us on a journey through the unknown. Story 1: Whispers in the Dark. As the moon cast an eerie glow over the dilapidated estate, curious souls dared to venture into its shadowy embrace. The rumor mill spoke of the place being haunted by the spirits of a tragic family. Local lore recounted a tale of love, betrayal, and a gruesome demise that befell those who once called the estate home. One fateful night, a group of friends decided to unravel the truth. Armed with flashlights and trembling courage, they explored the creaking halls. Whispers echoed through the cold, musty air, luring them deeper into the heart of the mansion. The atmosphere thickened with each step, and unsettling shadows danced on the walls. As the friends reached the decrepit ballroom, a cold gust extinguished their flashlights, plunging them into an oppressive darkness. Panic set in as distant footsteps approached. The group strained their eyes in the pitch black, and their breaths caught in their throats. The whispers intensified, weaving a chilling symphony that seemed to resonate from the very walls. In the oppressive silence, the friends could feel unseen eyes watching them, and a spectral chill settled over their skin. Suddenly, the darkness seemed to come alive. Wisps of ethereal shadows coalesced into a ghastly figure, the long-lost matriarch of the estate. Her hollow eyes bore into the trespassers' souls, and an anguished voice whispered, "You shouldn't have come." The air turned icy, and the friends, now frozen with fear, witnessed the spectral shadows manifesting the tragic events of the family's demise. Images of betrayal, despair, and violent retribution played out before their wide eyes. The echoes of the past reverberated through the mansion, enveloping them in a vortex of supernatural torment. In that suffocating darkness, the ghastly figure pointed towards the friends, sealing their fate. A blood-curdling scream shattered the spectral silence, and the shadows swallowed the trespassers whole. The abandoned estate, once silent, now vibrated with the anguished whispers of the trapped souls, eternally bound by the curse of their tragic history. The next day, the town awoke to find the mansion engulfed in an otherworldly fog, concealing the spectral remnants of the ill-fated friends. Their desperate screams joined the chorus of the haunted estate, a haunting melody that warned future wanderers of the malevolent force that dwelled within its forsaken halls. The legend of the abandoned estate grew, ensuring that no one would ever dare venture into its depths again. Story 2: The Mirror's Reflection. The abandoned estate harbored a peculiar secret, the cursed mirror in the grand ballroom. Legend told of a sinister force that manipulated those who gazed into its depths, trapping their souls in an eternal dance with the spectral shadows. A daring paranormal investigator, renowned for his skepticism, took on the challenge. Armed with a notebook and a camera, he entered the foreboding mansion, drawn to the grand ballroom by an unseen force. The air thickened as he approached the ornate mirror, his reflection morphing into a grotesque caricature of despair. As the investigator examined the mirror, its surface rippled like a disturbed pond, releasing anguished whispers that clawed at his sanity. The investigator, undeterred by fear, continued documenting every detail with meticulous precision. His camera's flash illuminated the room, capturing the mirror's malevolent dance of shadows. Suddenly, the mirror's grip tightened, its cursed force dragging the investigator into its depths. In a dizzying whirlwind, he found himself standing in a shadowy realm, an alternate dimension where time stood still, and the tormented souls of the mansion's past residents wandered in perpetual agony. The investigator, now a reluctant participant in the spectral waltz, desperately tried to break free from the ethereal chains that bound him. The mirror's surface became a gateway to the tormented realm, and he could see the twisted faces of the mansion's long-lost inhabitants, forever trapped in a dance with their own sorrow. In his final moments, the investigator scribbled frantically in his notebook. He uncovered the mirror's insidious purpose, not just a conduit for spectral manipulation, but a malevolent entity that thrived on trapping those who sought to expose its curse. As the investigator succumbed to the relentless force, his cries became part of the ghostly symphony, blending with the tormented whispers that echoed through the abandoned estate. The cursed mirror, now sated with another captive soul, resumed its malevolent vigil, waiting for the next curious soul to fall prey to its insidious dance. The notebook, discovered later by a brave soul who dared to investigate the investigator's disappearance, served as a warning. Anyone who uncovered the mirror's secrets, documented its curse, or sought to expose its malevolence would become an eternal participant in the spectral waltz, a fate worse than death, forever bound to the twisted dance of the cursed mirror. Story 3: The Phantom Dinner Party. The abandoned estate once hosted lavish gatherings, but a tragic event left the dining hall frozen in time. As the clock struck midnight, the ethereal remnants of a once grand dinner party stirred, manifesting in an otherworldly spectacle that defied the laws of the living. A group of thrill-seekers, fascinated by tales of the phantom dinner party, assembled in the mansion. They entered the dining hall, drawn by the spectral aroma of a decadent feast. The air was filled with the ghostly clinking of silverware and distant laughter, setting an illusionary stage for the tragic affair that unfolded decades ago. As the group marveled at the surreal scene, the atmosphere warped, and the phantom attendees turned their hollow gazes toward the intruders. The room plunged into a bone-chilling silence as the ghostly figures beckoned the trespassers to join the ethereal banquet. Suddenly, the illusion shattered, revealing the decayed reality beneath. The once grand dining hall crumbled into darkness, and the phantom guests morphed into grotesque specters. The thrill-seekers were engulfed by a vortex of malevolent shadows, their screams joining the phantom laughter as the abandoned estate claimed new victims. In the harrowing abyss, the thrill-seekers found themselves standing on a spectral banquet table, surrounded by the ghastly remnants of the long-lost revelers. The air thickened with an oppressive energy as the spirits of the mansion's tragic past converged on the intruders, hungry for company in their eternal purgatory. As the spirits encircled the trespassers, an otherworldly force compelled them to mimic the phantom dance that had unfolded decades ago. The once curious thrill-seekers, now trapped in a nightmarish waltz, moved in macabre unison with the spectral figures. The air resonated with the haunting melody of an otherworldly orchestra, and the boundaries between the living and the dead blurred into a surreal nightmare. In their final moments, the thrill-seekers realized that their dance had become a twisted encore, perpetuating the tragedy of the abandoned estate. The spectral banquet continued, incorporating the voices of the lost intruders into the phantom laughter that echoed through the decaying halls. The mansion, forever cursed, remained a ghostly venue for a never-ending banquet, a macabre celebration of the souls ensnared within its haunted walls.